Good morning, and welcome to your weekly message from First Congregational Church, Milford, New Hampshire. I'm your pastor, Al Hoyt. Today is Thursday, September 22nd. Had to believe that this Sunday is the last Sunday of September of this year. Lots going on and lots coming up. 9 o'clock this Sunday will be adult Bible study in the parish house. At 10 o'clock, of course, is our worship service. Following the service, there will be a modified coffee hour. I know that folks have been asking for coffee hour. We've started it back up, and we hope you'll be there as well. Following the church service, the music committee will be meeting briefly. On Tuesday, September 27th, the Souhegan Valley Chorus will be rehearsing in the sanctuary from 6:30 to 9. On Wednesday, from 9:30 to 11, and then from 1:30 to 2:30, you can pick up your elements for communion for the following Sunday. At 7:30, the church council will be meeting. The hybrid link has already been sent, or will be sent out that day. Thursday, September 29th, the Garden Friends will be meeting from 9:30 to noon. From 9:30 to 1:30, you can come and pick up your communion elements. At 7:30 is choir rehearsal with childcare. On Friday, September 30th, the church office will be closed. Saturday, October 1st, will be the Laura G. Heald Rummage Sale. So the Rummage Sale will be being prepared for through the whole of next week. At the parish house. It's scheduled for Saturday, August 1st from 8 to 1 p.m. The office administrator will be out of the office this entire next week. The church office is closed on Friday, and the church office will be closed on Friday, and Carol will be out of the office the whole week. I'll be here like always. The Laura Heald Women's Club is looking for some help with their rummage sale. Contact Janelle and email if you need to get in touch with Carol if you'd like to help with coffee hour. So now the Pumpkin Festival is coming up the first weekend in October 7th, 8th, and 9th. And as in years past, you won't be able to park in our parking lot unless you have a parking pass. Your parking pass has to say 2022 on it, and it has to be numbered. The police put up the barriers and block the roads when the Pumpkin Festival starts, and no one will be allowed past the barrier to park in our lot unless they have one of these. So if you want one of these, you need to get in touch with Carol as soon as possible. They're available now. And she keeps a list of who has them and what number they have. Right? So it's important that if you want to park in the church parking lot for the Pumpkin Festival, you get one of these. You can't use ones from other years. This is the only color that will be accepted and the only date that will be accepted. If you have multiple members of your family planning on coming, please plan on passing off your parking pass to other people so that we don't have a whole flood of them out there. There's been a huge demand this year for parking passes, and we can only give out so many. So we have the members of the church are our very first priority. So the Kairos Prison Ministries will be going into the state prison for men in Concord October 20th through the 23rd. Barry DeAndrea, Dan Fellholter, and Alex Gondola are all on the team. And we've been very supported over the years for the Kairos ministry, and the Kairos folks are looking for our support again. What are needed are volunteers for prayer support. There's a list of prayer times to sign up for, posted in the narthex on the bulletin board. Please sign up to keep the Kairos team and participating residents in prayer throughout the entire weekend. Pray without ceasing. 1 Thessalonians 5:17. Also needed are brief Bible verses or encouraging sayings written on strips of colored paper, which will be turned into chains of agape and strung around the prison chapel. These chain links also can be found in the narthex. Take some home, write your brief message in pen on one side. No need to turn it into a circle. They'll do that in Concord when they're strung around the chapel. Additionally needed is your generous financial support. There is a bucket on the in the sanctuary with a sign on it that says "Support Kairos." Um, Sunday school students are already creating placemats for the weekend meals, and they really appreciate our gifts of time, talent, and treasure. And I hope that you will pitch in and help contribute to their ministry. So it's been, as you know, I've been on vacation for the last week. Verna and I had a wonderful time up at Loon Mountain for the Highland Games. It was more like the old Highland Games, with 35,000 people wandering around on Saturday, all of the Scottish vendors and foods. And the one thing that everyone seemed to miss was haggis. There was no haggis available, not even canned haggis, which is really unusual. For those of you who don't know what haggis is, it's the national dish of Scotland. And I won't be too graphic in describing it, but it's organ meats ground up with oatmeal and some spices and steamed in a casing like a giant sausage. And those of us, if you like liver, you'd love haggis. But that's something that everyone who goes to the festival is always looking forward to. People who've never been before say, well, I have to try some of this, and they didn't have any this year. We don't really know why, but I'm sure we could find out eventually if we cared enough to ask. But we had a wonderful time. Bumped into a whole lot of people we know, including some people from the church. Saw some from a distance, but it was just a great time all the way around. If you've never been, I strongly suggest you go sometime. If you want to go and it's not quite so crowded, you can go on Friday or Sunday. But on Saturday is when it's usually the big festival with the band competitions and all of that. It was a great time. And for those of us of Scottish descent, we really appreciate that opportunity. It's set in a setting that's very much like Scotland and around Loon Mountain. And it's just wonderful. So, and for all of those of you who asked and wondered how it was going, we had a grand time. So thank you very much for asking. Please join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. So there's a lot going on at the church. A lot of things are happening. I hope you're starting to come back to church and get involved in all of the things that are going on. The more we have here, the more fellowship there is, and the more friendship there is. And it's always a good time to see everyone together. So please do plan on coming back and joining us. Until I see you again, take good care of yourself. Take good care of each other. And God bless you.